Ratatouille is one of the healthiest and most versatile recipes you will have in your personal cookbook. It can be eaten as a starter, a main, or a side dish, and is packed full of healthy Mediterranean vegetables. And I'll show you a couple of tips and tricks along the way to elevate your ratatouille to the next level. Firstly, a big thanks to Louise for recommending this recipe, and if you have any suggestions for any future videos, please leave them in the comments below. First, we're going to slice and chop our aubergines into small chunks, eggplants for my American friends. These chunks can be small or as large as you like. My family prefer them on the smaller size, but this works equally well with larger chunks. Next, we're going to cut our courgettes into chunks of a similar size to the aubergines. This is zucchini for my American friends. We're cooking on a medium-high heat, so bring your frying pan up to temperature and add a spoonful of olive oil. We're going to fry our aubergines and courgettes in batches, so we only need a small amount of olive oil. We're only going to add a single layer so as not to overcrowd the pan. The benefits of this is we get to cook and brown the veggies evenly without a drop in the temperature. Repeat the step until all the aubergines and courgettes are cooked, each time adding another tablespoon of olive oil. Don't worry too much about the quantity of olive oil we are using. Remember, some of the healthiest people in the world are from the Mediterranean, and their fat of choice is, of course, olive oil. Also, don't worry too much about the crust forming on the bottom of the pan. In cooking terms, it's called a fond, and it's pure flavour, and we will deglaze a little bit later on when we add the tomatoes. Next, we're going to reduce the heat slightly, add some more olive oil, and now we're going to fry the onions and peppers together. We're going to cook them for around 10 minutes, and at the end the onions should be soft and translucent but not brown. We call this sautéing the onions. After about 5 minutes, we're going to add the garlic. Stir well and continue to cook until everything is soft and tender. Add the tomato paste. One of the biggest mistakes most people make is not to cook the tomato paste long enough. If you simply mix this in and move on to the next step, you don't get the depth of flavour. So it's best if you cook this for around 5 minutes until it becomes a deep burgundy colour. The flavour will change from raw and bitter to rich and mellow. Next, add the chopped tomatoes. I have fresh ripe tomatoes. If you can't get hold of any this ripe, then feel free to use a can of tomatoes instead. Mix well, and now we can start to deglaze the pan. Using a wooden spoon, gently scrape off all the fond from the bottom of the pan. Cover the pan and cook over a low heat for around 5 minutes or until the tomatoes have begun to release their juice. After a few minutes, uncover the pan, give everything a good mix. Now increase the heat and cook for a few minutes until all the juices have nearly evaporated. Next, add the Herbs de Provence and the chopped parsley. Add the aubergine courgette mix. Give everything a good stir. Season to taste. And when it looks like this, your ratatouille is done. And here it is, the final dish. Been looking forward to trying this all day. Delicious. You've got to try this for yourself. Let me know in the comments below how you got on, or if you have any suggestions for any future videos. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe and press the bell notification so you never miss out on any future videos. And as my friends say in France, bon appétit!